I was asked today by a client, why is it that so many of the people that I've worked with, why is it that statistically so many people are able to maintain and even improve upon their body composition, their fitness levels, their health, long after the 2-year turnaround? And what I mean by the 2-year turnaround is typically within 2 years of losing weight, people start to put the weight back on. Up to 75% of those people actually have their weight already back on. Within 5 years, 95+% of people have their weight back. Statistically, with my services, insight services, my coaching style with Simply for Life, 5 years later, 65% of the people still have their weight off. Okay, which is really, really high in comparison to the national average of about 3 to 5% within 5 years successfully having their weight still off. But not only that, is these people are still developing. They're still renovating themselves. Okay, they're still improving upon their health, and that's the beautiful part about it. Is this is not a start and stop type thing. This is a thing where when you're 20 and then you turn 30, you're still working on your health. When you're 30 and turning 40, you're still working on bettering yourself. It's really just kind of chasing that finish line until the finish line stops moving. And we all know when that day is, and it's a day that we're all going to, come to eventually. But up until that point, our job is to keep chasing and keep hunting that finish line. All right. And it's always within our sight, but it's never within our reach. Okay. And that's an important aspect to this whole health lifestyle issue. Is a lifestyle is something that you do until you have no more life left. So the lifestyle is something that you become. It's not something you do. It's like being married or a career, like a police officer, firefighter, a priest, a minister, a doctor. Those are some things that it's you take an oath. It's something that you become, a dad, a husband, those things. So health is no different. You have to really embody it. And it's not a do or don't thing. It's not a start and stop thing. It's one of these things where you believe in what you're doing. But in order to do that, you have to understand it. So my job as a coach is to hold you accountable, yes, because we all need it, including myself. We need accountability, but more than anything, we need to understand something in order to believe in something. And when we believe in something, we'll do it when no one's watching. We'll do it when it's inconvenient. We'll do it when it matters. All right? But you have to understand, you have to fall in love with the process. And right now, people are frustrated and they're not falling in love with the process. They're simply just doing what they're told, and they're doing it for a result. And that's a transaction. That's not a relationship. It's something that you do. There's a beginning and there's an end. When it comes to your health, there is no real beginning. There is no end. You don't just decide you're going to do it. You become it. In the morning, you get up and you do the things that you do innocuously because it's who you are, right? You show up to work. Why? Because you're an employee, right? Some of us are blessed to be able to say that. Some of us, it's, well, I've got a job. They're not an employee. They don't have a career. It's just something that they do, and they're constantly looking for something better. They're constantly, shifting and jumping from lily pad to lily pad, never really happy. And this is kind of the dietary landscape right now, the nutrition landscape, even the exercise landscape, is people aren't committing to anything because we don't identify with it. We're not getting involved enough with it. We don't understand the mechanisms of it. It's made too complicated, and I don't want to know. I just want to do. And that's not how you create a lifestyle. That's not how you develop and build something that's sustainable. So that's one of the main reasons why my clients are so successful, is really they embody what it is that they're doing. They understand it through constant communication, accountability, education, all right, and self-awareness. It's not them doing what I want them to do. It's them learning what it is that they need to do in order to sustain and create the health, the body composition, the level of fitness, the connection with their food and the environment in which they live in, how they create that themselves. My job is just to help facilitate that. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what the final product is going to look like or feel like. That's entirely up to you. My job is to work with you so that you get there. All right. This is your work of art. This is not mine. It's not a paint by numbers. Okay. So those are just a few of the concepts that I employ when I work with clients. It's the biggest thing is it's empowerment and it's identity. I want to work with you to help you create your own nutritional identity, a lot like the clothes that you wear, the house that you live in, the car that you drive, the way that you talk, the jokes that you laugh at. Those are things that you developed over time, and those things have shifted as you have. We need to be able to do that with our nutrition. We need to be able to do that with our activity and exercise. We need to be able to do that with our lifestyle. Okay? Thanks.